Yo, 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 yo. It's been a little while, guys. Kind of feels weird being in front of the camera again. How we doing? How's everybody's weekend been? How was yesterday's and today's trading, I guess? What is today? Today is Tuesday night? Okay, so Sunday, so Friday, Sunday, Monday, and now Tuesday. How was your guys trading over the last few days? It's been a little while. Holy. I didn't even realize it's been that long since I've been live. So how we doing? Good evening, Chuck, Mel, Lance. How we doing? Antoine, Crazy, Chris, Graveyard Trades, Indian Burn, James. How we doing, guys? How's everybody doing? Oh, nice, Jordan. You got the first XFA. GG's. Congratulations. What's up, Tetsuo? How are you? Yeah, guys. So we were going to go live last night. What's up, Anthony? We were going to go live last night, but YouTube has changed the way that they are doing their multi-streaming, and they've combined the YouTube. Not the chat so much. I still have two chats open, but they have combined the way that you stream on YouTube. And last night it messed up my Streamlabs really bad, and we couldn't get it all figured out before it was time to go live. So we just ended up canceling the stream last night. So apologies. It kind of sucked. James, you got 2 thumbs and had a limit short order right before the Friday crash. Nice. Yeah, I saw a couple people who were able to catch a lot of that move. For tonight, what I'm looking at is this 815 level. I'll be looking for a hold because you can kind of see this area from 815 to 880. If it does get above here, it could be pretty rapid up to 880 if it does get back above. So that's going to be my read on the night. Hopefully we can get that move up into 815 and get a good read on what we can expect tonight. Generally, when you see those straight up and straight down moves through certain areas, it's followed by another straight up and straight down move, because all that means to me is that there's low volume in this area. Like, not enough volume has been conducted at these prices for a price to kind of run into sellers or buyers whenever it does track through here. So they're just going to probably accumulate in here tonight, go up into 880, and then slam back down if we're range bound. So that's my read on the night. How many people we got in here right now? So we got about 35 people in here currently. People still slowly filing in. I am anticipating a kind of slower stream tonight after not being around for the last few sessions, but we'll see what happens. The stream could take off. What's up, George? Chris, yeah, I survived Friday. Actually, today I was one and done today. My trade today, I actually got to the desk a little bit late. I was dealing with other things this morning, unfortunately. So apologies to all you channel members. Apologies to all you channel members who were expecting a pre-market trading plan. I did post a trading plan. It just happened after the opening bell this morning, unfortunately. So I'm sorry about that. I couldn't get to the desk in time. Tomorrow I will be back to pre-market trading as normal. Regularly scheduled programming. This is the trade that I caught today. Oh, man. Let's get this moved around here. So this is the trade that I caught today. I was long from 665. Got full target on this. So that was my one and done today. I did hold through a couple nasty pullbacks in this chop here. But so 3.1K is what I walked away with. A little bit over, maybe 3.2. But that was the one trade that I caught today. Yeah, thanks, Kelly. How are you, Kelly? gotta decide what account I'm gonna trade here tonight. I think I'm gonna trade Lucid actually. So Lucid got a rejection at VWAP going on right now. Little look above. Tetsuo, you want to look at volume profile? Which volume profile would you like to look at? The current session? Current session volume profile is always over here on the right hand side. And then I have yesterday's current week and prior week over here on the left hand side. Doug, the trading day was good. How are you? I was a one and done. I just showed the trade that I took today. Just went over it. My pre-market trading plan was actually that exactly. was that exactly. I think topside target was 880 for me on the trade itself, but I decided just to take profits at 820, which was a good choice at the time because it happened right here. But let me know, how have you guys been trading over the last few days? Kind of quiet tonight. A little quiet. Everybody must be in a trade, concentrated. Hopefully you guys are making money tonight. Patrick, you're long gold at the moment? What is gold doing? Oh, yikes. Gold just never comes. It just is straight up all the time. Almost at all-time highs again. Jordan, you're long gold? Martin, you spent the last 2 hours chasing your tail for like $20. Just slinging contracts around, Martin, are we? Tonight? All right. Let me make sure the music's working here. Yep, music's good. Everything looks good. Hopefully the vertical stream is working. Hopefully the horizontal stream is working. All right, I think we're good. Think we're good. Gold going for shameless new highs design. Yeah, design. I mean, I would not be surprised if we fully retraced Friday's sell-off throughout this week. Wouldn't be surprised at all. Gold actually is very close to the top of Friday's sell-off. So, or was that Friday? No, that was this morning. Right? Yeah, today's the 14th. Yeah, that was this morning that sold off like that. Oh. Yeah, Martin, I feel that. Like today, I decided, guys, on my trade, right? Because of where I was long from, I kind of knew that my trade really wasn't invalidated, right? I was long from right here. I sort of knew that my trade really wasn't invalidated. Where was I long from? 665, somewhere around here. Okay, so I was long from right here. But if you look left, I knew that my trade really wasn't invalidated until price was back below here. And we would probably fall back into that 590 area, at least. So I just said, screw it. I'm not putting a stop in. I'm just going to let it play out. And if it does get back below 650-ish, I will cut the trade at that point. So I actually sat through all these pullbacks and held until 820, just above 820. So that was actually the best single trade that I've taken in a very long time. Best single trade I've taken. Guys, if you could smash that thumbs up button for me if you haven't yet, I would appreciate it. It really does help out the YouTube algorithm. We are on the road to 5K subs. What are we at currently? We are at 4,119 subscribers. So we are less than 900 subscribers away from 5K. I think we can get there by, hopefully by December. That'd be amazing. James, you have a question about the DOM. The basic concept is that price will generally gravitate towards the closest and biggest orders. Is that correct? The majority of the time, yes, James, because the market's always hunting out liquidity. So wherever the most volume is resting on that DOM, generally the market makers will try to get the price to go there so that it can soak up that volume. So ideally, yes. Does it always do that? No. There's a lot of times where it doesn't, but for the most part, yes. Yeah, like when you see big orders on the DOM, at least closest to current price, generally it will want to hunt those orders out. It will want to grab that volume. Tetsuo, how do I size my positions? I'm kind of a one mini kind of guy all the way around for the most part. You know, if it's a major like swing position kind of level, I will go a little bit heavier sometimes. 2 or 3 minis, but you usually no more than that. People have always tried to talk me into doing micro scaling. I just don't have a lot of practice with like a lot of contracts on just yet. So I kind of just do what I do. It's what's worked for a long time now. If it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing. Which sounds boring because I know a lot of you tinker with your sizing and setups and the way that you use it as practice almost, and you're trying to develop. I found something that works for me, and I just stick to it. I do think micros offer you more flexibility, though. With that being said, I do think micros obviously allow you to scale in and scale out of positions a lot better than minis do. What's up, Nahal? Where have I been? Well, we knew Sunday I wasn't going to be streaming, right? I was watching the Lions-Chiefs game on Sunday night, which, by the way, was a travesty. No pun intended. The Lions lost. They got screwed. The greatest officiating ever seen in that Sunday night NFL game was on full display. Last night, we just had some technical difficulties. We were going to stream last night, but the settings were all messed up in my streaming software and we couldn't get it figured out. So, tonight we did get it figured out. So, welcome back. Like I said, I apologize for not being here for a few days. Missed you guys, actually. Missed all of you. Feels strange being back in front of the camera and in front of the charts like this. James, it was a punch though. Yeah, he deserved it. I don't know if you watched what was happening and why that happened. Hey, what's up, Running on Empty? How are you? But all game long, that wide receiver that Brian Branch punched was illegal blindside blocking him all night long. And so he finally decided to take matters into his own hands at the end of the game. He's probably going to get suspended and fined. What's up, Edmund? Nahal, on Friday, I think I made 1,000 on Friday, but it was just too volatile. Like if you weren't short from the very top, it was very hard to get on that move. It was volatile. So I didn't, once I saw that volatility coming in, I was done. Even though I knew it was going down, I knew the snapbacks were going to be violent and a lot. So if you really weren't short from the top, there wasn't really a safe, quote unquote, entry to hop on that. So unfortunately, I didn't catch it, really. I actually caught the up move early in the morning, is what I caught. So it wasn't a great overall day, right? Like, it was just a normal day for me. But it was fun to watch. It was fun to watch a 1,000-point drop on the Nas, for sure. Haven't seen a move down like that in a long time. But then you wake up, or you come into the market Sunday night, I think it was, and it's bought up halfway already with a 350-point gap below. It's crazy. Crazy. Oh, the times we live in. Put it this way, guys. When I started trading, you never saw anything like this. You just never saw anything like it. You were lucky to get a 300-point move on the day. You were lucky. That was a great day. That was a huge move. It was huge. Massive move. I know. One tweet is all it takes. You're right. It's amazing that there's actually people out there in the world who have that much power, right? And they know that they have that much power. Like, all it takes is them to say one thing. One thing. Well, I was kind of hoping it would go up to 815, but it looks like it rejected 795. Yeah, Doug, me too. Kind of right around there for me as well. It was right after COVID when I started. So it was a lot different. Like, trading was, I've said it before, I kind of got lucky when I started trading because it was just a massive bull market, guys. Like, it was literally, it would sell off early in the mornings, and then it would bottom out, and it would be a V bottom nearly every day. Nearly every day it was a V bottom. So, you know, there was very short periods of time where the market would head to the downside. It would print a red daily candle. They weren't huge moves at the time, but it was constantly going up. So I was able to build accounts really quickly. I feel sorry for anybody who's starting to trade right now. Can you imagine? I can't even imagine. Because one of two things is going to happen. Either you're going to make a lot of money in the bull run that we've been in, right? Where you're just doing the same thing that kind of like I did, where you're just buying dips and make a lot of money and kind of getting lucky. I don't want to say lucky, right? There's got to be some skill involved, but in a sense, you're getting lucky, right? And you're going to go through this 3-month span where you're making lots of money and being like, oh, this is easy. But it's going to give you that false confidence. And then at some point, the market's just going to turn on a dime and it's going to punish you for 3 months. Hopefully that doesn't happen to any of you, but just know that what you've seen over the last few months is rare. Like, this is not, this isn't what normally happens. Sometimes we go through 3-month stretches where we're stuck in a range. George, sounds like you know you. I mean, it happened to me too, kind of. You know, like I've had a 9-month stretch in the beginning of my trading where, like, for the first 7 months, I was just all green. I would very rarely lose, and so I thought, oh, this is easy. This is great. And luckily, my risk management was good when the market did turn a little bit, so I didn't blow up. But yeah, man, like, once those market conditions change a little bit, it becomes a different beast. Yeah, Martin. I mean, today I saw I think 900 or 1,000 block order on the DOM. You passed the first combine you ever took, Martin. Been downhill ever since. What's up, Tommy? How are you? I'm kind of hoping we get the run up to 815 there. That's kind of what I want to see. before I make a decision here. The only thing that's keeping me hesitant from taking the long right now are these orders that are below. There's a pretty big order down here below 750. Oh, Tommy, you just got home from work? We're doing okay. We're doing okay. I mean, tonight I'm up. I took a small scalp for $180 is what I'm up tonight. That was prior to me going live, though. What's up, Nep? How are you? Yeah, Martin, you remember trading back in the day? I mean, do you remember how easy it felt? Nep, I'm good. I'm good. First day back streaming in a few days. A few days. Really, since last Thursday, this is the first time I've been live. So that's the longest break I've gone in a while. We got about 80 people in here right now. People still slowly filing in. It's kind of weird. After you take some time off, your numbers always drop on YouTube. They kind of punish you for taking a little bit of time off. Oh, Chris, you're new. Still trying. You'll be good. I promise. It isn't always this volatile. Yeah, Mad Lord. I don't know. It felt so like when I started trading, it was, let's see, when was it? 2021 was when I started trading. It felt pretty easy. Like it felt fairly easy. Just watched anything Trump is doing. Yeah, I know. I know. You really got to have X open at all times these days. I mean, that was wild. That tweet came out of nowhere, and it was kind of weird because somebody who was trading the Nikkei on Friday, the Nikkei was down long before the U.S. indexes ever started dropping, and they were messaging me that they were confused as to why the Nikkei was down so much, but the U.S. indexes were hanging up towards the highs, and then out of nowhere that Trump tweet came, and it was over. It was over. Everything just, the bottom fell out. All right, we are right at 95 at this point. Let's see. Can we get that push to 815? I think I'm going to try the long here, guys. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was a little aggressive there. A little pump as I'm getting long. Let's try just to target like 8. Try something like that. And I will just put my stop right below this green candle right here at 80. We'll see if we can get this follow through up to 815. Maybe even higher. So maybe what I should do actually is target yesterday's value area low. Oh man, I'm gonna get caught here, aren't I? Get caught off sides. Not a huge fan of this volume building here at 780. Hopefully it can just run. Unfortunately, this is a funded, so I really can't let it go too much against me. Kelly, you grabbed a 1.5 on gold there. Nice. Nice. Oh, this is so bad. What's up, Joel? How are ya? I got caught on one of these random spike ups to 800. I was trying to get long from 95, but that did not work at all. Gave me the entry where at 98.5? Tommy, I'll probably get taken out here. What's up, trade flows? They're starting to stack orders here right at 780, which I'm not a huge fan of. You can kind of see them. I have a feeling it's going to sweep this out and come down a little bit more. In fact, this is going to be a big risk, but I'm going to take this to below VWAP. We're going to risk like $500. That meme candle happened because Trump tweeted. Tweeted something about cooking oil. Toronto dump. Joel. Yikes, man. Literally, I think I top ticked that entry. Couldn't even get one push above 800 there. How have the overnight sessions been lately? Because I haven't been at my desk in a while. Like during the overnights. I was at it last night, but I wasn't really watching the markets. I was more or less worried about Streamlabs working or not. But was there good movement last night too? Was it jumping around? Last night was great, Mel. What's up, Smart Trading? How are you? Smart Trading, if you're interested, and all those interested, if you're in the vertical stream on the shorts feed, feel free to hop on over to the other live stream on my channel, the horizontal stream. It's a better viewing experience. That's where most people are hanging out at during the streams, but feel free to pop on over to that stream. Yikes, dude. What a terrible entry. My goodness. I might kill this early. This feels heavy. 800 was like, no, sir. Man, I don't really have a choice here. If VWAP defends, I kind of got to stay in this. Yeah, we'll see if the bounces come in design knob for sure. This one's going to be a big loss, though, for me. $500 on a loss is a pretty big loss for me. Smart trading, you're saying still an order block at 24,700? Yeah, I'm not going to risk all the way down to 24/7. I can tell you that. I kind of wanted to see it go to 815. That was my thought. Like, test these double top up here. Let's see what happens. Kelly Gold's ripping face. Oh, come on, Naz. You bum. I might need to kill this. They're throwing up volume down here, which I'm not a fan of. Oh my goodness. I don't think I ever saw anything positive on this trade. I'm fairly certain that this was just straight smack from my entry. Yeah, I'm surely getting taken out. You don't even know why you bother with technical analysis anymore, Kelly. Just go to gold and hit buy. We should be making all our own cooking oils here in America. What's up, Canary Trader? How are you? Man, this is sliding around just way too much. Like, what is this? A 20-point candle up, immediately reversed on the very next candle? Yeah, there's the stop out. Hero Trader, they make it a long, slow death. Yeah, that one wasn't very long. That one was fairly quick. Literally on my entry, got in on a pump when I decided to get long, and it was immediate rejection. An immediate, like, 30-point rejection. Oh, that's great. That's good stuff right there. That puts me down $335 on the night. Yikes. Are you kidding me here? Well, hopefully you guys shorted my long. Hopefully you guys shorted my entry. Hopefully you just reversed my position. Oh, nice, Canary Trader. Nice. Yeah, I really felt like this double top was going to get visited. I mean, is this a true double top? No, not really a true. But I really thought that this was going to get tested, at least a sweep higher before we got the sell off. But yeah, 800 just said, no, sir. No, sir. Jazz, you posted a screenshot. Let's see. What are you? What am I looking at here? Oh, you're trying to short this thing? Is that what you're trying to do? I mean, not bad idea. Canary trader, you've locked in 3K tonight? Doug, I mean, I don't like anything anymore. Like, look at, I'll be honest with you. Like, this kind of stuff where you're getting 40-point swings back and forth through areas is kind of scary, because eventually what's going to happen is either they're going to blow the top off or, oh my goodness. I swear, you guys, if this thing goes and launches through 800 now. I mean, that's a 20-point reversal and counting. How big of orders are they throwing around right now? Oh, it's only a 50 block. Okay, so they are moving it around though. Doug, I think if we get back up there, I don't know if I like a short position from 790 myself. I mean, I don't like any short position. Don't get me wrong. I don't like shorts. I've gotten wrecked trying to short this market recently. I mean, here's Friday. Here's the beginning of the week. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. I mean, guys, come on. What are we doing here? Is this how it's been? Is this how it's been? Yeah, I mean, that's wild, right? Like, what do we get down to here? We got down to like 63 to 90, so almost a 30-point snap back up into an engulfing. Come on, man. Come on, man. Consecutive 5-minute candles. ATR on the 1 minute on NQ was 23. Are you kidding me? Maybe I should just wait for 8:15. Should wait for 8:15 at this point. Design. If you're in a long, just hold. No matter what. Can't lose. No, because, well, the account that I'm trading tonight is actually a small balance. Small balance. Like this one's actually on the brink. So I can't just like let it go. But that's annoying. That's annoying. I longed here. I got out here. You can't even tell if the long strap some shorts or some shorts Lochi just gave up once they got 15 points of profit. Yeah, I know. ES is pointing to a retest of 6,700. I haven't. Let me look at ES real quick. Let me see what we're at. Yeah, it's looking like another 6,700 retest for sure. Design only goes up. Never forget. That's unfortunate. See, this is why I don't like VWAP as well, because like look at how, you know, not clean it is all around it. Oh, Jeff, seeing how I handle like losses, you mean? Yeah, I mean, there's some times where you just get, I mean, don't get me wrong, Jeff. I get tilted too. Obviously, I'm not going to do it on stream in front of a camera, right? Like, but it happens. It happens. There's times where I'm yelling at the monitor for sure. Especially when you get one of those random, you know, like spikes of 40, 50 points out of nowhere. And it takes you out of a really good trade. Earlier today, I was, like I said, I was able to capitalize today. Yeah, Kelly. I mean, like I've seen most of what the market's going to throw at me, you know, as far as different types of situations. So, like I'm kind of used to it even when you catch bad beats. You know, because it happens to all of us, right? Like we get into a really good position and for some reason it just sometimes the market makers decide we're going to slide this index around. You know, it's going to slide against you 40, 50 points instantly. Happened to me today in that trade. I just happened to have a good enough entry where I knew that I could let it come back on me quite a bit and the trade's still valid. I mean, guys, that trade today, I was up $2,000 at one point. I was up $2,000 at one point on that trade, and it came all the way back to the point where I was only up like $150 or $200, something like that. And then it went right back to where it came from, and then it did it again. And I held through all of that. $10K, that was you, Biggs? I mean, this is almost right back to where I entered from. Biggs, you wanted to cry so bad. Yeah, we've all been there. Did I yell at the screen before it turned back up? Oh, Tetsuo, today on the trade that I had? Yeah, I mean, if I could put the emotions that I was actually feeling when I was in that trade, for sure. For sure. Actually, I yelled at Mason. I didn't even yell at the screen. I yelled at Mason. I was on a call with my editor. I didn't even yell at the screen. I yelled at Mason. Actually, Mason was the one doing the majority of the yelling today. To be fair, I really didn't do too much yelling today. I did a lot of laughing at him. A lot of laughing at my editor today. Because he was livid. He was angry. I mean, we're right back to where I was long from. Design. I think you were right. Maybe you just don't trade with stops. Don't. Okay, this is not financial advice. Maybe you just don't trade with stops. You just get long and sit there. I mean, how gross is this guy? Ay. It sounds ridiculous on the surface, but seems to work. Yowza. Well. Now tell me this, guys. That happens to you. Do you enter from the same price? Do you try to get in again and risk the same thing happening and being in chop? Or do you just have confidence that you were right about what was going to happen? You were just early? I mean, because really the only reason that I took that trade earlier was this. I feel like these highs need to get swept first before we do see any kind of like continued downside. But above 815, above this area, I have a feeling is going to be straight up to 880 nearly. Right? You got a couple of wicks here that are going to get probably defended a little bit, but it's been kind of straight up and straight down through these areas. Like, even when it was volatile over here, it's straight up and straight down through those price points, right? Like, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, you know? Yeah, Mr. Long Shorts, I think so. I have told you guys before, and I'm a firm believer in this. Don't execute from the same price within at least a couple hours time, right? Like, I've noticed that if I do that, it keeps me out of chop. So I just have that rule where I'm not going to execute from the same price twice. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. In this instance, I wasn't necessarily wrong about the overall move. My timing was just bad. And I can live with that. At least I'm still seeing it okay. Probably what I should have done is just cut it a little bit earlier when I saw that volume stacking in below. How many orders just got filled there? Like, what's going on here? All right, so we had 100 orders, 97 sells at 804. Well, I mean, we got volume all the way up to 850 if it wants to go there. And really even higher. There's still interest higher. 25,020. Yeah, Tux. I mean, it just like that was the right idea, right? Like I kind of knew that it was gonna get a little bit aggressive through here at some point. I was just early, so I had the right trade idea. I just didn't. Timing was off. I mean, that would have been pretty much my full trade right here on this move. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Tetsu, it's not my preferred side, right? Like, I mean, yes, I'm more bullish than I am bearish. I've been trying to work on my shorting the market because I've never been real good at it. So I've been working on it over the last, few months or so. I'm definitely a better long side trader than I am, and honestly, the odds are in your favor. Definitely being a perma bull rather than a perma bear. Market goes up 80% of the time. So if you're a bear, you really need to be right. 20% of the time, but you really need to capitalize when the market is heading down. But definitely the odds are in your favor to be on the long side for sure. Gold's breaking highs again. Gold's going to go to 5K. Like, gold's going to go to 5K. Might get to 5K tonight. What is it? Is it really flying that high? Oh my goodness. We're above 4,200 on gold now. Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, we got about 135 people in here right now. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with me for the first time in a few days, guys. Like I said, I'm sorry for everybody just tuning in. I know I've been away from the streams since last Thursday. Thanks for not abandoning me. Thanks for tuning in. Smash that thumbs up button if you could. It really does help out the channel. Hopefully we can catch another trade here. Get this thing back to positive. If we can get back below, like maybe retest the 30-minute Asia session opening range high here at 783, come back up and hold below 795, I'm not opposed to the short back into 740 and possibly even lower. Maro, you're short on gold right now? Oh man, that's so hard to short. So hard to short gold. Well, no new highs yet on this push up. No new highs. China CPI and PPI news. Wait, when? When, Captain? You got, like, right now? Pretty hard to long gold, dude, design says. Yeah, gold's one of those things that I've always just, like, you invest in, right? Trading it just seems so... I mean, you can get wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. And I have gotten wrecked. Let's see. Do we get above 15 here? Can we get above 815? That is the question. If we get above 815 and hold above 815, like I said, it could be straight up to 880, 900. The red folder stuff tomorrow? Kelly, I haven't looked at Financial Juice this week. Let me see. Let's see what we got going on. I don't see any red folder items tomorrow. Until right before the close when... Oh, that doesn't even apply to us. Doesn't even apply to us. Tomorrow night, we do have Japanese and Australian. We have some Japanese red folder items, and we have some Australian employment numbers coming out. Actually, we're kind of light on the red folder items this week, aren't we? Kind of light. All right, let's see if it can consolidate here and get the look above 815. I'm not going to chase this, though, until it does get that break above 815. If it never does and gets back below 795, I will probably try a short from 795. Ever consider changing the color of my candles? A lot of people do that. I don't know. I'm just so used to the red and green candles. So used to the red and green candles. All right, well, while this is chopping, I'm going to go kick the fan on here. What's good, Pieter? How are you? Aliens want me back. That's funny. Yeah, I forgot. I almost forgot how hot it gets under the lights. Right? Because I have two, like, key lights. And with the PC going, all the monitors and everything, and those lights beaming on you, it gets hot. Pieter, you see they changed some things on the display, YouTube? Why does the stream flash? Oh, it's probably when if I'm looking at something on the internet, when I switch to that tab over on another monitor, it probably flickers. Something like that. Yeah, that's just the background on the monitor, Goldilocks. Yeah, Pieter. So, like, they now have combined, like, you can dual stream on YouTube by itself, but I haven't quite figured it out just yet. Like, currently right now we have two different destinations for the streams. One's in the vertical format, which, by the way, if you're watching the vertical format and want a little better viewing experience, feel free to pop on over to the horizontal feed. That's where most everybody's hanging out and chatting it up. It's a better viewing experience. You'll see my full screen and not just the one chart. But yeah, like, apparently they have dual streaming now on YouTube where it does both vertical and horizontal at the same time, but we haven't quite figured it out yet. On one stream. So, like, the chats would be combined. I don't know. We'll figure it all out eventually. I promise. It's not always going to be a disaster. Trust me, though. When I tried to go live last night and Streamlabs literally would not let me click go live, I was not happy. I told Mason, I was like, well, we got to cancel it. This is going to take forever for us to figure this out. Yeah, Biggs, if it can get above 815, that's where it should go. That is where it should go. It's like I said, there's not much here. You know, it's been straight up and straight down through there recently. So I would imagine it'll probably do much the same. If it does get above here. You got this wick to contend with and this wick to contend with, really. Other than that, it's pretty smooth sailing above 815. Pieter, how am I feeling after the Chiefs game? Well, for those of you that think I just rage during Lions games when they lose, that's not the case. I have a lifetime of disappointment with my NFL team, so I'm used to it. I no longer get really raging at any sporting event, really. I have a lifetime of losing to be thankful for that. However, Pieter, yes, the NFL officiating is I mean, fixed? I don't know. And yeah, what strategies do I use to try and predict when the stock market goes up and down? I'm a support and resistance guy. So those gray boxes that you screen. And yeah, by the way, you're on the vertical stream right now. There's two streams on my channel. One is that vertical stream that you're on in the shorts feed. The other one is it won't have the word mobile in the title on my channel. And you'll get to see a little bit more of my monitor. And that's where most people are hanging out at, chatting it up. So feel free to click on the other live stream if you want to. But those gray boxes that you see on the chart are areas that I denote as support and resistance. I'm basically looking at prior price action at around price that we're trading at. For instance, you know, where we're trading right now, I'm saying if price gets above this 815 area, it's probably going to be straight up to 880 because it's been straight down and straight up through those prices as we've gotten there. I do think sellers are going to try to defend 815. If it gets back below 795, I'm assuming that we're probably coming back down to this area, 740. Yeah, Top Dog. Top Dog, funny enough, I am a Buckeyes fan. Am a Buckeyes fan. That's a bloodline thing. My entire family is Buckeyes fans. Oh, you graduated in 96? From Ohio State? Oh, nice, Top Dog. Nice. Trade flows, IO. We're gonna do the OHIO chant on my stream. Is that what we're gonna do? Nobody knows what we're talking about. Oh, we're sleeping. We got smoked this weekend. Yeah, yeah. Are you talking about the Lions? Is that who you're talking about? Oh no, everybody does know about the Ohio chant apparently. Amish country, Ohio trade flows? Yeah, I lived a little north of Dayton when I lived there for a few years. A town called Huber Heights. Had I stayed in Ohio, I would have went to Wayne High School. Millersburg? Yeah, I never even heard of Millersburg. Top Dog, you walked on and walked off. You were already on scholarship from Jack Nicklaus. Wait, were you a golfer? Yeah, Resleeping. I lived north of Detroit when I lived there. That's where I spent my high school and college years, was in Detroit. Oh, Musine, you're crazy. I should trade gold. It's a lot of fun. I don't know if losing money is a lot of fun. My goodness, guys. I was honestly thinking about shorting 95. It just never, like I said, I wanted to see low 80s get traded and then the retest in order to take that short. Yeah, we're sleeping. I'm from, my dad was an engineer for Chrysler. So he worked at the tech center for a long time up there in Auburn Hills. Wait, what? You were all Ohio football, still can bench 465 pounds? At 51? What? Oh, you're a beast. You're a beast. A 4.6 40-yard dash? Rocket Tula, you're oh, Iowa State, you're an Iowa State guy? What, Top Dog? That's crazy. You were Jack's tour caddy? Oh, that's that's cool. That's actually really cool. I mean, there's definitely not many people out there that can say that, my friend. There's definitely not many people out there that can say that. They caddied for Jack Nicklaus on the PGA Tour. Yeah, that's great. That's great. All right, we are in Chop City now, aren't we? Come on down, test VWAP, bounce back up, and hold below 95, and I will try a short from there. See if we can get that move. You guys ever find this? Like, the price has been moving around so much, your candles look something like this in order to just have a proper scale on for risk? Has that happened to you recently? Because if you have the charts like this, you know, this kind of move is like $200. Try to get a stop in. We've seen, you heard that the government is trading these days too. The government's always been trading. We've seen. The government's always been trading, for sure. What, Top Dog? That's crazy. I mean, that's definitely one of the cooler things I've heard, for sure. That's amazing. I mean, the only like big time athlete that I've been like close to kind of was Barry Sanders when I lived in north of Detroit. Barry Sanders, his in-season home was like right down the road from my house in Rochester Hills. He looked like an ant next to Peyton Hillis. Yeah, that's kind of like Barry Sanders wasn't big. Barry Sanders wasn't big, but his I mean, his thighs were the size of my waist. Like, his legs were huge. Real cool guy. His nephew was the running back at my high school. He actually played at Ohio State. Not Barry, but his nephew played at Ohio State. He was a running back for Ohio State. Jazz Purdy Capital Instant Funding is very good. Yeah, Dope Book Futures, who is sometimes in the stream, he always talks about Purdia. I haven't really looked into them too much. Their pricing isn't very competitive. That's the one thing. I think they have good rule structure in place. They just aren't competitive pricing when you compare them to like the take profit traders or the My Funded Futures or Lucids out there right now. And I kind of think that's where Top Step and, well, even Apex with the activation fee and everything, I kind of think that's where they're kind of falling behind right now, is because the other ones are putting out competitive prices on their evaluations with no activation fee. You know, like for a 50K core plan on My Funded Futures, it's like after the Like if you use code West, it's like $73 all in. Take Profit Trader, I think for a 50K is around $100 after the code with no activation fee. Lucid is like $90 for a 50K, no activation fee, passing a single day. So like there's just I think there's just better options out there now than some of these other ones. Top Step should go back to 2-step evals just because. Yeah, design. I mean, that's when I started. That was my first. It was 2 steps and it was 3 weeks long. Yeah, Martin. I think I got an email too. It was like 25% off the cost of an evaluation. Would be way cooler if it was 25% off the activation fee. You know. But I will say this, right? It did promote better, more patient trading when the evaluations were longer. Apex kind of did all that to the industry. Everybody had to get on board to compete. Oh, nice design. 36 cents over the profit target. Some of us don't have time. Yeah, Biggs. That was the thing though, because it took so long. You definitely took the funded account far more seriously. Like you did not try to rush it because you did not want to get set back an entire month. You know, like there's no way. Amigo, I'm not sure yet. We're kind of just consolidating in a support and resistance area. So I've already said above 815 and holding above 815, it's probably going to be a straight shot to 880. If it gets back below 795, what I want to see is the low 780s get traded, a move back up into 795, and then a rejection back down to the lows here. That's kind of what I want to see. So that's what I'm waiting for. Last thing I want to do is take an entry in here and get chopped up. Pretty 100K instant funding is $319. End of day profit target is 3K. And max drawdown is 3K. I mean, 100K instant at $319? I mean, instant funding would mean you're in a funded account. So does that mean you have to get 3K in profit before you can request a withdrawal? Marco, I'm not sure. Order blocks fail. Just keep that in mind. I'm not sure what time frame you're looking at on an order block. Are you looking on the 5-minute? The 5-minute? Yeah, I mean, the lower time frame order blocks are hit or miss. I don't know. I mean, I don't really trade order blocks. I'm not going to lie to you. There's a lot of traders in our Discord that do, but I don't really use them a whole lot. Hey, thanks, Nate, for the sub. Appreciate you. What's up, Eagle's Eyes? How are ya? You're new here, Nate? Well, welcome to the community, first and foremost. I hope your night's going well. Hopefully you're trading better than I am. I'm down $335 tonight, but I kind of got baited here into this long position. You thinking we need a 15-minute close below 790 for shorts to be viable? The sim market makers were watching. No, it was just bad timing. It was just bad timing. I mean, it did eventually what I thought it was going to do, right? Like the move that I called happened. I just was early, apparently. One move down too early. Yeah, cheers, Nate. Welcome to the community. There's lots of good traders in here. I stream normally Sunday through Thursday nights starting at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. Feel free to come hang out. Also, for all you newbies that are here, we do have a free trading Discord as well. We're not selling any courses or mentorships or signal services. Just a nice place to hang out. It's called Level Up. Link in the description down below the video. Feel free to join there too. There's an order block plus a fair value gap plus the 61.8 fib. And it all coincides with VWAP. Yeah, Marco. That indicates a lot of chop to me if there's that much going on there. Martin, you'll sell me a course? Hey, Raheem, thanks. Thanks. Yeah, for all you guys hanging out in the shorts feed or the vertical format, feel free to click on the other live stream on my channel. You'll get a little better viewing experience, and that's where most people are hanging out at in the chat. You'll see more of my screen, more of my charts. You'll get the DOM surface. You'll get to see all that stuff. So feel free to click on that other stream. But thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. I'm glad you like the channel. It still feels kind of strange not streaming since last Thursday. It's weird being in front of the camera again. Yeah, Raheem. What's up, Disciplined? How are you? Yeah, Biggs. I mean, this is what you all kind of almost always anticipate if you don't get that initial reaction away from these areas. Same thing happens at these other levels. That's kind of what it likes to do. You know, that's why I'm looking for bear flag, bull flag kind of setups. Ideally for a long, I'd like the move up to like close to 840 and to come back towards 815 and hold. You know, something like something like this. And then the move up. Conversely, if you want the move down, you're looking for something like this. Those are the two options, but generally you're going to get a lot of sideways action before it makes its move. But if we can get the move up, I come up, test the top side of this wick here, or even this wick here, and then come back and hold here, I will be long, targeting 880. I mean, but did you guys really expect anything else? I'm live. Of course the market's going to go sideways and chop around. Discipline Trader, I'm using Streamlabs. I used to use OBS. About a month ago, I converted over to Streamlabs. Jack knows sometimes I don't wait. Like if it's a momentum play, like if you're seeing some aggression at the levels, I don't wait. I normally try to get in pretty quick. But if price is kind of moving slow and you can't get on, normally you will get the retest. Normally you will get the retest. Volatility kind of determines that, though. Amigo, you're looking for shorts? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I think the short's going to be from, I mean, the safe entry is going to be below 783 or whatever this 30-minute opening range Asian session high is. What is this exactly? 82.75. That's going to be the safe, but I think the better entry is probably going to be from 795 if you can get it on the retest after the breakdown. Doesn't seem to want to fall right now, though. Like Design Knob says. Patrick, how to read the DOM? Yeah, of course I can. So these colored lines that you see, it's the same thing as Bookmap. These colored lines, the darker the color, the higher the volume that's resting on the books at that price. Okay. The green and red bubbles are aggressive buyers and sellers, meaning that the bigger the bubble, the larger the size that's denoted. This is your orders resting on the books. If I zoom in enough, you can see how many orders are resting at current price or at all these different price points. And then obviously you have local imbalance. Difference in buyers and sellers at that price. Easy enough? And then the way that I use this is I'm looking for passive orders on the books to see what happens when that order gets filled. I'm looking for absorption or exhaustion in the buying or selling on the aggressive side of things, meaning I'm looking for a lot of green bubbles and price not to make new highs, or a lot of red bubbles and price not to make new lows, meaning that there's a passive buyer or passive seller absorbing all the aggressive buying and selling. There you go, Jonathan. Yes, exactly. Exactly. I was trying to give the elementary version. But yes, exactly. Hey, what's up, Nexus? How are you? Man, we just came to a screeching halt in the market. Ooh, you know what I see? Nothing. No, Canary Trader. It's because I'm live. It's because I'm back. Every time I go live. Actually, we had some pretty good movement earlier in the session. I just happened to be on the wrong side of that pretty good movement earlier in the session. That's what happened. Marco, yes, you will need level 2 in order to use DOM surface or bookmap or anything like that. Oh, nice, nice, Nexus. Congrats. GG's for Nexus. First payout in a few weeks. That's nice. YOLO micro downside, yes. Yeah, actually ES looks a little more bearish than the NAS does to me right now. YouTube's been weird, Mo? Someone said something earlier, too. YouTube has been weird tonight. No live streams are at the top channel. Yeah, someone said something earlier about YouTube being a little strange. They did just change everything. Like, they did do an updated studio. Yeah, thanks, Jeff. Yeah, guys, smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. It really does help out the channel. I'm not quite sure how or why, but it really does. Mo is correct. I'll have to look after the stream. I don't know what, let me see. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Let's see here. I mean, mine's still showing up somewhat normal. At least on my desktop. I'm not sure about mobile. Like if you guys are on your phone. What's up, War? How are you? How's everything within Q tonight? I mean, I had the read. I was just early on my entry, so I actually took a loss. But my trade idea was right. I just got caught in the one nasty little pullback here before the move up. Wait, some chats have the registered username like @username instead of your alias. That's got to be some setting that each streamer's using, I would imagine. YouTube rolling it out slowly, apparently. Yeah, I mean, for those of you that don't know, YouTube is owned by Google. So Google is the parent company of YouTube. All right, here's that move. Here's the move we were looking for. Man, I'm so annoyed with the one little snapback here. Oh, brutal. Brutal. What do we have above on the DOM? Okay, so up into 840 at this point, probably. Right here. So somewhere around in here, probably where I was targeting. It's probably going to go right to where I was targeting on my long entry earlier. Design. Look at the shamelessness of it all. All right, come on. Let's get up there. I'm not going to take the long just yet, guys. I will wait for the retest on this move. I don't want to get caught in one of these fake outs. So I am going to wait for it to get up, you know, mid 830s to closer to 840, and then see if we can get the pullback into 815 and the hold for the long. And if it just runs without me, it just runs without me. And I'll just have to settle for the loss tonight, unfortunately. And it could do that. I mean, it has been straight up and straight down through here. Tommy, you're going to add, but you're starting it here? Oh, I mean, you definitely could, right? It could just straight rocket ship right to 880 for sure. Like I said, I think the likely scenario is we test this wick here, just below 840, come back down to 815, and try to hold for the move up. How are you guys trading tonight? Let me know in the chat, actually. Is everybody green on the session? Are we red like me? Or everybody trading well? I know a lot of you are trading gold. Is gold still doing gold things? Oh, gold's kind of chopping now, huh? At psych level 4200. Stock Wisdom Weekly, you're red minus 600. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm down 335 on the session. Went Degen on silver and got wrecked, Chris. Oh no. You guys love those metals. Black Mamba, you traded gold. Hey, everybody trades gold. Top Dog, you make all your money in the chop? Yeah, I'm not good at that. Stock Wisdom, you're in Michigan too? Yeah, whereabouts? I currently live in Kentucky. I currently live in Louisville, Kentucky. No, Piter, don't you start on me. You live in Warren? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been back to Detroit, but I lived in Rochester Hills is where I lived when I lived there. Hey, it says Hero, you're from Holland, Michigan? Okay. Chris, you're rolling through Oklahoma headed to New York? Oh, man, that's a long drive. Yeah, Stock Wisdom. My dad was an engineer for Chrysler. He worked at the tech center there in Auburn Hills. What's up, Pine? You just got a coupon for 2 roast beef sandwich meals for $9.99 from Arby's. Yeah, that's a huge win. Massive win. You got to get the curly fries, though, brother. It's all about the curly fries. But $9.99 for 2 roast beefs, for sure. And a Jamocha shake, he says. Pine, Pine, what are you starting over here, brother? Oh, goodness. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to Pine Tree Trader's channel yet, he does live stream before I go live at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard, Sunday through Thursday. Really cool dude. Feel free to give him a subscribe. Check out his content. If you're looking for another chill stream to hang out in, Pine Tree Trader is a good one to hang out. No guru stuff. What's up, DJ Runes? How are you? Yeah, it's been a little while. Pine wears the moose hat too. Yeah, Pine does wear the moose hat from time to time. I know he does the moose races for his giveaways, I think. Pine is cool. He even lets band folk from here in? Wait, Tux, wait, what? I think I've only banned one person. And you can't even technically ban people. You just they don't have the ability to chat, but they could always create fake accounts. You think he rigged the moose race? Yeah, Stock Wisdom. I mean, it's doing exactly what I thought it was going to do. What I'm looking for, I said it before, I'm looking for the move up to test this wick right here, right? And then come back down and hold above 815 for the long up into 880. It's been pretty straight up and straight down through these two levels. So even if you look left, the moves here are kind of straight up and straight down. So I'm probably thinking that we're going to 880. White R. His name is Pine Tree Trader. Really good guy. All right, here's 840, guys. Yeah, cheers, Pine. I know it's been a while since I popped into your stream. I promise I'll pop in there soon and say what's up. I know it's been a little while. I hope you're doing well. I hope the trading's going good. Gold wild. Yeah, I don't touch gold. I don't even mess with it. These guys in here love trading gold. I'm not a good gold trader. I'm just not a good gold trader. Okay, is this thing just gonna rocket ship to 880 and leave me behind? Is that what's gonna happen tonight? Just gonna take an L on the chin? His sign in his trading room says tree pine. So what's real, bro? Oh man. Well, GG's if you caught the long. This is looking like it's gonna go another 40 points higher with no pullback. Should have anticipated that though. I did kind of say this was gonna be straight up and straight down through here. They need to put in volume. It's been straight up and straight down every time it's come through this area. In both directions. I think your long should be safe. I mean, I would probably, if you were long, I would probably have my stop at like 825, but this should rocket ship. You should be straight to 880 at this point. There's nothing stopping it really. One more wick to get through here at 858, 860-ish. But this would be the next area. If you think there won't be a pullback, why not trade on the momentum? George, I don't chase. I don't chase anymore. Right? Just because I think it's going to go straight there doesn't mean that that's what's going to happen. I've learned my lesson. For me, there's no entry in the middle of two zones. Right? The entry is definitely at these areas and these areas alone. At least then you can minimize your risk. Because right now you would have to risk all the way back down to below 815. And that's just me. And like it could be a winning trade, but I've been caught too many times where I've executed in the middle of two SR levels and just gotten chopped to oblivion. Just take one micro in DCA. I'm okay either way, right? I mean, I showed you guys the trade from earlier. I made 3.1K on one trade today with one contract. I'm down 335 tonight, so that's still a pretty good day for me. Yeah, that's true, Pine. That's true, Pine. Yeah, I was telling him earlier, I just think there are better options out there right now. Well, at least more cost-effective options than the Top Steps and the Apexes and, you know, the ones who haven't got on board. Like, My Fun of Futures is cheaper. Lucid is cheaper. Even Take Profit Trader is cheaper. All in. If you can consistently pass the evaluations, right? They're cheaper than the Top Steps and Apexes anymore. Yeah, Piter, Lucid's great. Lucid is the up-and-comer, I think. Lucid is the up-and-coming prop, for sure. Hey, thanks for the sub, Griffin. I appreciate you. Yeah, Canary Trader. I don't really chase anymore. I've been stupid on live streams before just to get some action in. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to try to really not do that anymore. PST. What does PST stand for? Stock Wisdom. PST. Tamonte, you chase. You're a chubby chaser. Chris, holy 4K subs. A prop shop trader. Stock Wisdom. I haven't checked them out. I'm not sure. Like, there's a lot of the newer ones that I haven't looked into. I know Aqua Futures is a newer one that I haven't looked into. There's a lot of them out there now. JJ, there's some trader or group of traders that have been continuously doing 2,000 contracts in one direction every evening. That's why we get the sharp, quick rallies and sharp, quick drops. Yeah, I haven't done. I have no opinions on prop shop trader. I haven't really done a lot of research into a lot of them. I've really only looked into the ones that I have an affiliation with, you know, and because I had to do my research on them in order to, you know, be able to promote them and recommend them. Because when I set out with this, you know, doing the affiliates and all that, I said if I'm not going to trade with them, or if I don't trust them, I'm not going to have an affiliation with them. Like, if I can't personally recommend them, I'm not just going to have the affiliate code to make money on my end. You know, my biggest affiliate would probably be Apex, but I don't trade with them personally for personal reasons, and therefore I'm never going to have an affiliate with them. Not unless some big changes happen. Even though they would probably be the biggest money maker, I'm not going to do that. I've just seen too much stuff happen. So I have codes for the props that I know and trust. Let's put it that way. Not that I personally have traded with them, but I know enough of my close friends that have, that I'm not entirely, like, I trust the ones that I have. Let's put it that way. I don't think you're going to get denied payouts or anything like that. All right, so tell me, guys, how many of you caught the 815 long? Yeah, Kelly, I think you're good. I think it's good at this point. You might have to stomach a pullback, but I think 880 is probably on the table. You might get a bounce. Massive, you chase from 822. I mean, that's a good entry. That's not bad. You're not risking that much lower. All right, we got about 170 people in here tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Sorry I missed the good entry. I was long earlier from down here and got caught in this one pullback. So I was right about the direction, just bad timing, unfortunately. Massive, they stopped you out at 801. Gold is dropping. I love how every few minutes, gold is pumping, gold is dumping. I mean, there's still... I mean, the longs are still valid here, in my opinion. Yeah, JJ, it was bad. I mean, it was just bad timing. It was bad timing. It was a bad entry. It's okay. I still feel like I'm seeing the market well. Even with that small loss, like, I'm fine with it. Like I said, I made a little over 3K today. A $300 loss isn't going to hurt me too much. And it was worth a shot. It made the move that I wanted it to. It just did it later. just pulled back one time first. Heavy. Yeah, DJ. I definitely would take that pullback. I definitely would take the pullback still. So it's not going to happen like instantly, right? Like, it's just going to kind of slowly whittle its way down here, and then we'll give you the entry. Like, I don't think it's just going to go straight up and then straight back down like that. It could, but I have a feeling it's just going to kind of chop its way back down into that level for the bounce. And that's when I'll give it a shot. I mean, because we all, you know how we always talk about break and retest, guys? This would be an ideal break, retest for the long. I normally don't like it extending as much above as it has. I normally like, 15 to 20 points above the level and then the pullback into it. Above or below the level, I guess, if you're looking for a short entry, but Tommy, shorts are always faster. Yeah. Stairs up, elevator down. I mean, we'll see. Volume's kind of dwindling at this point. So we'll see what happens. The fire pole down, he says. Yeah, JJ, I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it's worth a shot at the bounce at 815. I think there will be a reaction there, no matter what, so we should be able to get a stop in. I'm not sure if it's just going to rifle down through there. Like, buyers did a lot of work to get price back above there, so I'm not sure. But this is why we wait as well and don't chase. For you guys who were thinking, well, why don't you just get long up here? This is why. This is exactly why. Let's see. Did it reject that one? Pretty close. Pretty close. ES is back below 6,700 now too. ES's bounce spot is going to be for me 98 would be the bounce in my eyes. If it's going to bounce, that is. $15 micro short, Canary Trader. 96.75 for you. I mean, really anywhere in here would be the bounce spot for me. This is looking kind of heavy though now, isn't it? Let me make sure I'm not missing something here before I try this. No, not really. I think structurally that makes sense still. Man, VWAP's down at 790. Yikes. I'm gonna wait. This is pretty heavy. They did the nasty to me earlier. I'm gonna wait on it. All right, that's a good bounce there. That's a good save. Kind of wanted it to come a little bit lower still, though. What's up, Mango? How are you? Kelly, you're long at 21 right here? Really? Where did that bounce at? 17? Nice bounce. Didn't quite get low enough for me. I would have taken this entry at 815. That did not quite get there. Yeah, Kelly, I mean, the 880 is what makes sense, for sure. Man, that got so close. 905 was yesterday's open. Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, I at least like this. Imagine if we dumped 50 points from here instantly, Canary Trader. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. That's a fairly clean break and retest so far, though. Fairly clean. Could still sweep lower. Back into point of control at 8:05. Think we could see more China tariff news. Yeah, it comes out of nowhere. I mean, the moves just come out of nowhere these days, guys. It just comes out of nowhere. You gotta trade safe. One half China tweet. We're at 22K. I know. We're at 22K in the morning, and then regular trading hours, we buy it all the way back up. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. To me, this is still bullish, right? So until we're holding firmly below the 815 area, and really 795 for me, I still am thinking the long side is good. Oh, Mango, 100%. I'm right there with you. I think everybody here is with you as far as the market overall does need to pull back, right? Like, it definitely does. Yeah, Pine, it's actually a really cheap mic. I want to say it's the 5 Fine AM8. Really cheap, like 50 bucks. Really, really cheap. I have it EQ'd and everything, but it's super cheap. Decent mic for the cost. I mean, if you're an RGB guy, it's got RGB on it and everything. I never have the lights on, though, Pine. I'm not gonna lie to you. Occasionally, if I get up to go turn on or off the fan, Pine, I'll come back, I'll hit unmute on the mic, and I'll sound like I just sucked down a balloon of helium. Occasionally. I'm not even joking, Pine. It has happened. It has happened on the live streams a few times. Zabek. Why is Lucid so popular? Well, they're new to the game, first and foremost, right? Like, they're a newer prop firm. But secondly, their transition to a live account is much more enticing than the other props have currently with their live accounts. Like, there's actually incentive to go live with them. But B, they're cheaper than, you know, the Top Step and the Apexes when you consider all-in costs. But that's why. I think they're a good prop. They have the right rules in place to stay solvent and not go bankrupt. So I think that's why. And their CEO is very accessible. He's constantly in their Discord. He's constantly doing interviews on other streamers' live streams. He's very open and honest about everything. That too, Piter. Yeah, once you're in a Lucid Live account and you have enough balance to do so, to a 40 to do so, you can swing. You can hold swing positions, which is different than most of the other props out there. Mango, you gonna go play Battlefield 6? But yes, you can hold swing positions out with a Lucid Live account. Doug, I have not got a payout from Lucid yet. My balances aren't big enough. I I kind of screwed myself today on the Lucid account because I made that 3.1K. So my consistency's all jacked up now. So it's going to take me a little bit longer, but we're getting close to a payout with Lucid. One of our followers did take a payout from Lucid the other day. They requested on Friday, got it on Monday. No problems, no questions asked. Oh, Jack, actually, yes, thank you. Thank you for giving me the heads up here. What I'm going to look for is the wick and the reclaim. I'm going to look for the sweep below, and then the reclaim, and then I'll try the long. Yeah, the ES is looking kind of heavy, for sure. But the ES is kind of in a similar spot as the NAS is right now. There you go. DeMonte took a payout from Lucid. 1 minute was all it took, straight to your bank, no middleman, and doesn't take 3 days like Top Step. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the person who told me they took a payout on Friday, he said he thought it was just because it was over the weekend. He requested after market close on Friday, so that's why it didn't come in till Monday. Yeah, Pine, they got a good deal. They got a good deal. I do still think, yes, if you like the direct funded route, here's what I did notice with them. Their evaluation is obviously far cheaper than their direct fundeds. But it takes one more day is all, because the evaluations are 1 day to pass with Lucid. So you can pass that evaluation in 1 day, and then it's 5 winning days of $100 or more, I think, on Lucid is what it is. But they do have the buffer as well built in. No intraday trailing on Lucid. But you do have to reach that buffer before you can request a payout. Flawless. How many trading days to the payout on Lucid Pro accounts? Five technically. They have consistency built in. I think on the direct fundeds it's 20% consistency. If you go through the Pro account, like the test to Pro, I think it's jumps up to 35% consistency. Is that right? I think that's right. I get all these rules mixed up with all these different props. There's so much to remember. Zach, it's 35%? Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, Patrick, end of day drawdown's right. Yeah, DeMonte, they do have the end of day drawdown. I think it's like $1,200 for sure. Apex with the promo code is like $35 for 50K. Yeah, White, that's the difference. Like Pine Tree said, you include the activation fee that Apex has, which I think their cheapest activation fee is like $85 lifetime, maybe. And Apex is more expensive than Lucid. So if you can consistently pass the evaluations, there's no reason to not do it. Somebody's parents love Jodeci. Wait, what? Sorry, I don't even hear the music, guys. If that's what you're listening to, it's just Epidemic Sound. It's just some playlist, some soft house play mix. Yeah, Kelly, I still want it to go a little bit lower. Come back into this volume, and then we'll see what happens. Like I said, like a wick and reclaim is kind of what I'm looking for here. I don't think it's gone just yet. You love VWAP for an ad? Where's VWAP at right now? VWAP's at 790. I don't know if I like VWAP again. Oh, it was DeMonte. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Hey, thanks for all the new subs tonight, guys. I appreciate you. I know it's been a few days since I stream, and normally YouTube punishes your channel when you take a little time off. They really do. Hey, New York just subscribed, guys. The entire state of New York just subscribed to my channel. That'll up the subs. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. What are we at now? Let's see what we're at now. Sub count wise. We are at... we're at 4,144 subscribers currently. So if you're lurking in the background, we're on the road to 5K. Click that subscribe button for me. Also smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. I'd appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. Really does push the YouTube algorithm for some reason. Does Lucid use Tradeovate? Yes, Adam. Actually, they do use Tradeovate now. For sure. And yes, I have a code with Lucid. It's all caps code Wes. We'll give you the best available discount with Lucid. That sub count really be doing some running like gold. I know. The other day, guys, what was it? Was it last week or was it the week prior? We were on a race to gold at like 4K or something like that. Was it last week? Yeah, I think it was last week. Yeah, it was 4K. And we were just shy of 4K last week one day. And we were racing gold, and gold was just above 4K. And there was a moment there where my sub count and gold were at the same price and sub count level. I think I even screenshotted it. On the live stream. No, guys, thank you so much for the subs and all the love and support. I appreciate you. Like I said, I never expected my channel to ever do what it's done or what it's been doing recently. So I can't thank you all enough. It's been an unreal ride, the rocket ship that we've been on recently. I know, Pine, you've been going through it too. It's been unbelievable. You know, I'm no guru or expert trader or anything like that. I don't know what I bring to the table, but like I said, you guys deserve all the credit here. You guys create the vibes. We got really good traders in my community, and can't thank you all enough. Now on that note, smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. On that note. Leo, you like the vibes here? Yeah, we try to keep it chill. I'm not selling any courses or mentorship programs or anything like that. I just wanted to provide a nice safe space for traders to hang out. You get your subs from TikTok twerking. Yeah, Pine, I don't even have any other... I'm not on any other platforms. I just have a YouTube channel. I don't have... I mean, I have an Instagram account, but I don't do anything over there. I don't post. I don't have X. I don't have TikTok. It's all YouTube. All YouTube. All right, let's see if we can get back above 815. Question is it even worth a shot with VWAP right there? ES is kind of below its resistance now. That's a scary long. I'm kind of stuck. All right, let's give it a shot. I said this is what I was looking for. Let's see if I can get this entry. Don't know how I'm not in yet. Come get me. All right, we're long. Really don't want to see anything below 805, so I'm going to put my stop right at 805. Just below 805. We'll see what happens here. Could end up being a really bad night for me trading wise. Not willing to give it much more room than that though. Cuz I don't like anything below 805. We're going to 25,600. I don't know about that. I don't know about 25,600. Not tonight, for sure. In about an hour, Tommy? I don't know, 25,600 in an hour? Yeah, I don't know about that. Oh my goodness. Every entry I take has been instant drawdown. At least tonight it has been, that's for sure. Yeah, Tommy, me too. Me too. I'm just not willing to give it enough breathing room right now. Yikes. This market, dude. This market. This market is just wild with the snaps. Nim's still waiting for his 19,400. Yeah, I know. Nims is crazy. Nims hasn't even been trading. He went back to college. He went back to uni. Oh, probably going to get stopped out here again. this will be it for me tonight, guys. I'm not going to sit here and blow up, take a massive loss if we get stopped out here. But it's looking pretty inevitable. It'll end up being a, what, like a $600 loss night for me. Yeah, Beat, I saw your comment. The thing that you got to realize, though, is when you're live streaming, you can't really pay attention to signals that your chat gives because everybody's giving something different. So you kind of have to learn to tune out what everybody's saying and just trade what you're seeing. Rather than listening to everybody else. Because no offense, I mean, I don't know you guys. Most of you, I don't know you as traders. So I can't exactly listen to what you guys are seeing. That is the one like downside of trading, right? A lot of noise. A lot of confusion. No, I probably get stopped out here. I mean, there's definitely some volume down below 800 even at this point. So I probably take the stop out, but we'll see. We'll see. There's still some volume up above as well. Up above 820. I might be able to get out unscathed. My goodness, every time it hits like 811, it just snaps 3 points to the downside. I will say this, ES is looking a lot more heavy than the NAS is right now. ES definitely looks heavy. All right, we got about 180 people in here still. Blue line resistance. Yeah, I know. I know. The entry always acts as either support or resistance for sure. Rocket, you lost 400 today on YM. Yeah, I mean, I had a good trading day today, right? I had one trade today on the NAS. I was long from 664 and rode it up to 820. So it was a little over 3K that I made today on the NAS on one trade. But tonight I just got caught in a bad area. I should be up tonight. It's just this one pullback here got me. Yeah, I mean, my trade from today was... What was it? Here, I'll pull it over. I think I screenshotted it in the Discord earlier. Let me find it. There it is. This was my trade from earlier. Today. So I was long from, what is that? 664.75 and rode it up to 822. Could have got another 100 points out of it, apparently. But I was pretty comfortable taking my profits there. It did kind of pull back off that area. All right, there's just too much juice below at this point. I think I'm going to pull my stop up to like 810. And we'll just take a small loss rather than taking this whole thing. Because it's either going to go from here or it's going to probably get really heavy. Or just continue to chop. I mean, it could, for sure. It could definitely continue to chop. I'm hoping it gets the push back up here so I can just go to break even. I get back above 815, at least challenge 820 again. Like 822-ish, 821. And then we'll see. I mean, right now it's pretty much a true break-even trade. I'm actually up $15 right now. Canary trader, lock this profit in. I mean, we'll see. Like I said, above this area was straight up and straight down before. So we'll see what happens. Even these moves are straight up and straight down. So I think if we can get back above that 821 area, we're probably going to go to my full target there at 840. Gold is pushing right now. This is where they pull the wizard magic, just completely reverse. I mean, could. Right, I'm only risking 5 points now where my stop is. Like I said, if we get back above 820, ooh, that kind of wicked 820, didn't it? Did it? Yes, it did. And they're starting to throw volume up below again. Here we go. Yeah, I'm out. I'm not dealing with that. I'll take the small loss. I'm out. They're starting to drag orders around. I don't like the looks of that. That looked like it did earlier when I was long over here. I think that was a good kill. Saved myself. I only lost, what, 20 bucks on that? 40 bucks on that? Something like that? Who called that? Who spoke that into existence? Tway? That was you? Tway? Yeah, I don't really like when they start putting orders over here on the DOM below current price when I'm in a long, because this is just every time the volume builds on one of these prices below, it just adds fuel for the shorts to drive price there, you know? And now they're doing it above. Yikes. How big is that order? Glass hands, Top Dog says. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I'm not comfortable with that. Like, you saw my trade from earlier today, right? Like, I held through a lot of stuff, but it was at a much better spot than where we're at right here. 24,800 higher time frame wise is kind of scary. If you look to the left on like a, oh, let's see, like a 30-minute chart, I guess I'll say, like a 30-minute chart, or even like a 15-minute chart, it gets a little iffy right here at this area. You know what I'm saying? JJ, Funded Futures Networks platform sucks. Is that what you're trading on? My goodness. What are they doing? This is crazy. Like, I like volatility, guys, but there's limits to it, right? Like, when you're getting 40-point swings in a second, I'm not a huge fan of that. Like today, there was one point in my trade where like, you know, I got latency on my trading platform, and then all of a sudden price just zipped down like 50 points. And I was in huge profit at that time, but gave back instantly $1,000, you know? Mudo FX, what am I trading right now? I was trading ticker symbol NQ, Nasdaq futures, US index futures. Futures markets are open 23 hours, 5 days a week. So currently it's the Australian and Asian sessions in the futures market. So that's why we can trade overnight. The short at the end of the day. Yeah, Tommy, I was done trading by then, for sure. I was done trading by then. I took one trade today. One trade. Made my 3,000 and was done. Getting ready for the wider moves, Canary Trader. Yeah, I mean, we're in that consolidation area for sure. Man, we're kind of just still floating up. All right, I definitely like the fact that I killed that trade at this point. For sure. Mo, I had one mini contract on that last one. The $3,000 trade, is that the what you're asking about, Mo? Yeah, it was one mini as well. This was the trade. This is the third time I've pulled this over today. This was the trade. So I had one contract long from 24,664.75. I targeted 822, just above this little consolidation area. So that was the 3K trade today. Well, guys, I think we might consolidate here for a little bit. What's up, Blair? How are ya? I am currently down $380 on the session tonight. I'm not really willing to give anything else back to the market from the day today. So I'm probably going to call it there. Now that we got the stream and everything all figured out, I will be back tomorrow night. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Wes. I'm a full-time futures trader. Been trading for about 4.5 years. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the community. I will be live tomorrow night starting at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. Good luck the rest of the way, guys. Just be safe. It looks like you're gonna get random spikes out of nowhere. I hope you all are trading well tonight. Hopefully you make lots of money. Not much on the news front tomorrow other than watching out for tweets. So enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay patient, and I will see you all tomorrow night. Peace.